Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel Orcs of Magic, and it's Jordan here. And this week we are kicking off with a very special deck tech idea. This is for Brawl, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for those of you who don't know what Brawl is essentially Commander, but with 60 cards and only allowing the standard pool. Apart from that, general same restrictions. There is a minor ban list, but you got to stick within your Commander's colours and various other things of that nature. Now, Brawl is quite fun, especially as an easy way to get into Commander, because a lot of us who have built decks in paper, you tend to take them as a Brawl deck, and then when they become rotatable out, you can then, all you have to do is get a few extra probably bits and pieces to upgrade them into an EDH deck themselves. Which deck are we looking at today? We are looking at Haktos the Unscarred, ladies and gentlemen. Now, why Haktos the Unscarred? Well, he is badass, ladies and gentlemen. He's a 4-mana 6/1. Number 1, 4-mana 6/1. He does have to attack each combat if able, so you know we have to kind of think about how we're going to protect him. But the benefit is he helps protect himself, because when he enters the battlefield, he randomly chooses between 2, 3, or 4, and whichever number he gets, he has protection from everything bar that number. So essentially, if he gets 2, you cannot stomp him off the board, or use a 2-mana drop to block. Yeah, I've just said that wrong. God damn it,
Jordan!
Entirely. What I am meant to say is that you choose the chosen number. If he's got 2, it means he's got protection from everything. So he can't be shocked. He can't be banishing light. You know, none of that will work. No creatures can block him that are not 2-mana cost, for example, in this. So what are we aiming to do with this deck? This deck is meant to be cheap, aggro, just generally go wide as much as we can and get some benefit out of it. We are using some really good cheap creatures such as Healer's Hawk, as well as Shock, basically Charming Prince, Eidolon of Obstruction. There are a lot of Planeswalkers that do run around in this format, so actually having the Eidolon and forcing them to pay a little bit does actually help out quite nicely. You know, we got a little bit of a life gain strategy going on with the Passionate Orator and various things of that nature. We've also got Venerate Loxodon. Essentially, if we do establish a board quite early on, we want to make it better, make it bigger. And we're basically using some various shenanigans in amongst the mix. We've got ideally choose to go find enchantments, such as Outlaw's Merriment. Aurelia helps quite nicely. The only problem, of course, is that she can't interact with Haktos unless he has rolled 4. If he's rolled 4, he can interact and you can boost him up quite nicely, but it's kind of a bit annoying. Beyond that, of course, we've got ways to pump up. We use Integrity. We also have various other things such as Take Vengeance, Throw a Possibility, Justice Strike is very useful as well. Deafening Clarion. When you have a commander who cannot be killed by a Deafening Clarion, and therefore you get him for 6 lifelink as well, quite nice. But obviously, Embercleave is an amazing piece of equipment. If you get it on him, suddenly he becomes a 12/2 double striking, has generally protection from a lot of things. So yeah, that's rather sweet. And I've just realised that's wrong as well. You figured I'd research and write the script for this deck in advance, and I haven't. But yeah, also, Chandra Awakened Inferno is a great card for this deck. It helps control the board, it also puts pressure on. And yeah, so without further ado, we're going to get into to show you some of the games I've recently played on MTG Arena. And if you could take a minute to like and subscribe to the channel here on YouTube, and also please go check out our Facebook page. We are starting to post more content in there, and we do weekly streaming from there. Now, without further ado, let's get straight into the games. And we are going to keep this. Very decent hand, it's not too bad. We're going to leave all mods out. We're going to go get a... I think we definitely probably need to get more white. It's going to be the wrong choice, regardless of whichever choice we did make there. But, you know, at least we can try something. Alright, we will get down an Eidolon of Obstruction. Well, we can. Because if you just get a cheap Planeswalker down, we're going to force him to pay for it, which is quite helpful. Also, being a 2/1 with first strikes, also quite nifty. In set case. Right. Alright, I think what we're going to do is we are going to chop this. And swing. So we need to find another red source for us to get Haktos down. Shadow Spear definitely was a good. And I think we will go Legion War Boss to start going a bit wide. Just a bit of a clock on. Having integrity online is quite helpful because it means we could probably trade up. Because he'll probably want to block the Legion War Boss. Most likely this is a life gain deck if he is running a Chinese Pridemate. So I'll probably want to put the pressure on anyway. Well, that will find us a land. It's not quite what we were looking for, but it is a land drop nonetheless. We will take it. Okay, and then we've got to swing out. Gonna pump up a goblin. Keep the pressure on. We've got integrity up to save some base damage. More than likely he has a possibility of a pure board sweeper that we can't deal with, in which case I'll probably keep the Legion War Boss around because it is certainly the better of the two. I think 2 is quite nice here. I think what we do is we go Unbreakable Formation. And then we've got Integrity to pump. Let's put it on one of the Indestructible. Swing like that. We will finish that. Oh, no. I'm going to target this. So first strike as well, so he's not going to get the life link. Quite helpful. Down to 1. Yeah, Ritual slows us down a little bit, but we got Angel of Vitality to bring ourselves back up. So, get Angel of Vitality down. Forces him to make sure he's got a creature. We're also above 25 life, making it a 4/4 as well, which is very nice. Being that you start for 25, it is a bit of a cheaty 3-drop for having 4 life, but it's rather useful. Athreos is not really going to cut the mustard here. He kind of needs something to block it in the air. Epic Downfall is very helpful at that point. If we can get a red land and get Haktos down, that'd be useful. Technically my fault for not specifying what kind of land drop I would like, but oh well. I might as well cast this at instant speed, seems I've played a land drop for the turn, and it's not really going to help us much anyway. So let's see what happens. So Erebos is still at 1. With Athreos down, you're going to get 2 as well. Murderous Rider is getting that down for the lifelink. I'm going to bin the Idyllic Tutor here. Keep up the board wipe, just for helpfulness. Lava Coil is useful. Lava Coil does deal with Murderous Rider and exiles it, because it won't die, it gets exiled. If we can find another land drop and get Aurelia down at the same time, it's very helpful. Alright, and we win the game. So we Lava Coil the Murderous Rider and play Robber of the Rich. Good game. Unless he's got instant speed removal. That's GG's. And we swing for lethal. Welcome back. This is a very, very expensive hand, so we're going to take our free mulligan, because why not? Oh, that is not much better. We are kind of really stuck without the red, so I think we need to go down to 6, sadly. Oh, we're gonna... Can I cast it? If I get to 3, I can get red, so we're gonna keep. Sadly, I think we're gonna have to bin... Oh, well, if I get to 3 and I get that down, I get So yeah, I'll do that. Let's hope we find a third land so we can get Mana Geo down, try to get Aurelia down. Aurelia's quite a good blocker a lot of the time. Never didn't have it. So we'll leave up Stomp, as well as obviously Scorching Dragonfire. But we kind of want to use it for exile removal rather than just using it as a removal. Sacrifice a permanent, so you can sacrifice a land. Let's shoot 2 to the face, why not? Unscarred Crag, I kind of want to keep advancing my board, so let's get the Mana Geo down. This allows us also to cast Haktos. Outlaw's Merriment's quite nice. It's going to give us a bit of randomness, but can work out in our favour quite nicely. I mean, Haktos is quite sweet because, of course, having just protection is really good. It just means it can get through for 6 each time, and Domri, so
nothing like a bit of violence now and then.
So I think it would be fine.
Me more than law and order.
I need to think about that. So we're going to play Unscarred Crag, gain a life. Going to get Haktos down, roll the dice. 2. So shock. No, not even shock kills it. There's quite a few 2 drop blast spells. Domri's ambush is 2 drop as well. So you know he's in the right colours. So he's got 5 mana available, obviously with Domri on the board. So there's something we need to think of. And we're up to 5 mana ourselves. Obviously, Aurelia can affect it and give it +2 +4 and vigilance, which is quite nice.
Is chaos.
Of course, if we do find an untapped land, we can do Aurelia and have Scorching Dragonfire up, which is pretty sweet. Incubation Druid. Okay. Medieval Legion. So what we're going to do is we are definitely going to Scorch and Dragonfire this, because this can block. Okay, so can I do everything? We'll do Anax into Scorching Dragonfire. Just purely to get rid of Incubation Druid. Okay, and then we will Haktos and remove Domri from the board. Ice is quite good here, of course. I mean, this can become 5, so it's kind of not that good, but having a free token each turn just to block it is quite sweet. So depending on what he wants to do here. It was rather good we did get rid of Domri there, because of course now Pelucranos can't obviously block here, which is quite good. Ardenvale is rather sweet. I am tempted to go for the free token each time. In fact, no, I want Vigilance on Haktos because he becomes quite invulnerable. No, he doesn't get protection. Okay. So we'll do Anax. Prevent that and remove that many counters. Do I want to? Yes. Yeah, screw it. Let's fill the board up. Nope, can't block it there. Down to 11. Down to 11. We haven't took any damage yet, so I'm not too concerned. I'm gonna get Outlaw's Merriment down next, most definitely. Garruk can destroy our Aurelia. Nope, can't target that. Okay, we're gonna gain 1 1 Satyr.
I've had enough of you.
Okay, we're definitely going to keep this hand. We've got 4 of the right mana. Obviously, Evolving Wilds go get the Plains, and we can get Haktos on turn 4. We can also get Targic down only on turn 3. So, rather helpful, actually. We're also versing Sorin Vengeful Bloodlord. If we manage to find our Eidolon, it can really tax the opponent quite nicely. So we'll start off with Boros Guildgate down. We'll Evolving Wilds next, go get the Plains that we need, and then we've got Targic, turn 3. Getting Lava Call there is quite nice. It's good removals effect. It is definitely a good removal effect. In Cygnus, right, we're going to get Targic down and start swinging. Command Tower is very helpful. Just helps us beat color fix. And of course we want Haktos down next turn. Depending what he plays. Playcrafter, yep. Playcrafter is rather annoying, especially if he does have a reanimator strategy in effect. Because sadly, Lava Call is only sorcery speed. I'm tempted to get Aurelia down, but no. Let's get Haktos down now. 3. Okay, 3 is interesting. Most of the time you normally want 4. But 3, you know, 3. 3 is annoying. He's going to get Playcrafter back here. Yeah. We will put him in the command zone, of course. And we'll get Aurelia down next. Go get another Plains. And then we've got Integrity up for any damage-based effects. Yeah, well, sadly it doesn't get haste. If it did, it would be going at that so badly. But Elspeth's Nightmare, right? Well, we're gonna get a little combo off here because it's now no longer 2 power. How about that, opponent? How about that? Bye bye, Sorin. Sorin is definitely going to go all the way over Dodo, and then we're going to leave up Flicker of Fate as extra protection, because why not? Right, on Aurelia herself. Aurelia to remove Sorin from the board. Actually, I'm probably going to get Haktos down. Probably while I think about it. This time got protection from 4. Okay, Sandy's got a smorgasbord of choices. Flicker of Fate is a good one, of course, because Flicker of Fate allows him to. It doesn't allow me an extra bit of protection. Also, there's a bit of bounce back. He is in black and white, so destroy board wipe is in effect a lot of the time. Mainly in white. Black tends to have a lot of very specific black board wipe removal, generally around mana cost or certain toughnesses. So he's going to exile the graveyard next. We're losing not that much. Okay, do we want Type Taker down? Right, let's get a hit in. I'm going to play a Type Taker because it's a good board wipe insurance. Okay, and then yeah, we'll leave it like that. Yep, it's going to exile a graveyard. Sad times, can't do much about it. Actually, maybe we need to run a Signet as well, rather than a Geode. Cavalier of the Dawn is going to kill Aurelia. Definitely a good choice there. Right, we just swing out because we can Lava Coil the Cavalier if he blocks anything. Yep. He's up to 8. Can't gain anything from it. We're going to get a token and we're going to remove this. He doesn't get anything back because it's exiled. rather nice. And yeah, I'll tell you what, we're going to leave an air of mystery. We wanted to think about it. He obviously can cast Sorin. For the greatest power. Okay. Sure. So you can gain a 1/1. Oh no, sorry. Well, this help filters the deck out a little bit, so let's do that. Get a land. Play a land. And we'll get him for 1. Okay, he's down to 13. Discard a card. He's going to discard that mountain. I know we should probably keep the mountain so we can cast this on time. But more than likely he has removal for it. Outlaw's Merriment good. It's going to just gain us a token at the beginning of the EP. Obviously, and most of them have haste as well, and having a 2/1 lifelinker as well won't be, 2/1 lifelink is good. 3/1 with trample's not bad either, and the pinger can be relevant. Now, with Sorin coming out, you've got to be cautious because obviously you can probably aim for.
Vampirism is
He will aim for just getting back that Playcrafter, and that's fine. Arden Veil can be useful, and the Haktos down. I'm going to poke in at Sorin for 1. 3 this time, so yeah, we can get through that quite nicely. Clear Absolution, very annoying. That kind of wrecks us quite badly. Not going to deny that's really annoying. So essentially, while this is on the board, we can't play Haktos. So we're going to have to think of a new strategy of how to get around it.
Darkness within.
Okay. Also kills, apart from the 1/2 rogues. Let's get rid of your Sorin while you're at it. Next, we might actually just be down to being dead at this point. He's only got 2 creatures to create 2 1/1 fly. Well, 2/2 flyers. Rankle. Okay. Yeah, that's quite a big hit. Let's see what he selects. More than likely, it's each player loses a life and draws a card. Yeah. Thank you for letting me draw that land that I don't want to draw. Bounty agents. Yep, sure. Yep, dead. And yeah, that's a good game. I'll let our opponent have the swing for lethal. Yep. Thank you, opponent, for not dragging it out. The amount of times that you play opponents and they like to just save their victory and drag it out for a little bit. So yeah, we're dead.